You want in? I don't know. Who or what is Bhairava? Do you know? Okay. It's the fierce face of awakening. Let's get into it. If you've ever wondered what lies beyond the edge of your comfort zone, or what if the silence you fear is not emptiness but power? What if the part of you that trembles in the face of the unknown is trembling because it stands before truth? Welcome to the world of Bhairava. In the Tantric tradition of Non-Dual Śaiva Tantra, Bhairava isn't just another name for God. He is the supreme reality itself, the luminous ground of being that births, dissolves, and holds the cosmos. The word Bhairava comes from the Sanskrit root bhai, which means fear, and rava, which can mean sound, roar, or even tremor. So does Bhairava mean the terrifying one? Yes, but not in the way you might think. Bhairava is terrifying only to illusion, to the ego, which clings to control, certainty, and identity. To that, Bhairava is overwhelming, but to the soul, to the deeper part of us that knows there is more to life than striving and surviving, Bhairava is freedom. Bhairava is the crack in the wall of your limitations. He is the soundless roar of presence, the stillness at the heart of chaos. In the Vijñāna Bhairava Tantra, one of the most revered texts in the lineages, Bhairava isn't a god you worship from afar. He is your own innermost nature. The text opens with a powerful question from Devi, the goddess. How do I fully awaken to the truth? And Bhairava answers not with dogma, but with direct methods of awakening. One verse says, in the space between two breaths, there the mystery lies. This is Bhairava. Not an idea, not a statue, but the pure presence that becomes visible when you stop searching. So why does this matter to you? Because if you're feeling stuck, burnt out, overstimulated, or always chasing the next high, Bhairava invites you to stop, to press pause, to face the stillness that scares you. Not to punish you, but to liberate you. You don't have to strive for peace. You already are what you seek. And Bhairava helps us to remember this. Every one of us has a threshold, a point where the familiar self starts to dissolve. This is the moment right before transformation, and it often feels like fear. That shaking inside isn't weakness. It's the ego trembling as it knows it's time for change. Many may say things like, we need to kill the ego, but I don't abide by this sentiment. Instead, I like to see and consider the ego as a friend. Someone in need of rehabilitation, some restructuring. Someone who's got us as far as we have. They've done a great job, and now their limitations are limiting us. And when we can invite them in, we can collaboratively rehabilitate, to rewrite beliefs and re-engineer reality. Bhairava is the roar of freedom inside you, the one who says, what if nothing is wrong? What if the thing you're avoiding is actually the doorway? What if the silence you're fearing is the place you finally meet yourself? And that's the path I walk with people with Tantric Conversational Hypnotherapy. It's not about fixing you, it's about untying the knots that keep you from your power. I'm a sports massage therapist, and we have physical knots in the body. When Shakti, energy, solidifies over time, dis-ease can turn to physical disharmony in the body. It prevents us from moving freely. And so when we can massage out not just the physical knots, but the mental, emotional knots, those samskaras that are inhibiting us, it allows us to move through life and life to move through us more freely. In a TCH session, you don't go under, you go in. We go in. We drop beneath the story into the field where the story was created. It's one of the layers of consciousness, the layers of the word. And in that depth, it can be difficult to navigate by ourselves. It's dark down there. Not that it's shadowed, but it's uncharted territory. And so having a guide whilst you explore it keeps you safe. And in that safe depth, something opens. The reason TCH works so beautifully is because when you're deeply present, when you're deeply understood, the ego softens. We can get through the conscious layer of awareness through to the subconscious. Your deeper intelligence, that becomes accessible. Your nervous system opens, and your essence, who you really are, becomes more pliable. It's not about me putting my fish in your pond, it's about you clearing your water. It's not about me giving you answers, but you hearing the answers you've been drowning out. If you're into human design, I'm a reflector, which means all of my channels are open. In essence, I'm very energetically sensitive, and this can lead to moments of intense overwhelm. And thanks to my aligned yoga and mantra practice, as well as other aspects of my life, I now have the tools to dissolve the impurities, to remember the truth, and to return to my essence nature. And what used to take days, weeks, months, and sometimes, yes, years to move through now takes a day, a few hours. If you've encountered fear, resistance, or overwhelm, instead of collapsing, what if you discovered a deeper truth? What if you have discovered a deeper truth already? Your last revelation in your last season. Feel free to write what you're celebrating in the comments. If you're curious to go deeper, to explore the teachings of Tantra and how to embody them in daily life, an invitation to join us in the Aligned Living Collective, where I share my weekly Tantric studies and the accompanying integration pack, as well as how it has intertwined with my life and supported me. And if you want to explore your own journey one-on-one, you can find a link to book a clarity call to support that unfolding and explore whether TCH was the right avenue for you at this point in time. Links to all of that you can find in the description. What would it be like to no longer fear the silence? To meet Bhī-ra-va within yourself? To close your eyes, to take a breath, to let go. Because awakening isn't about becoming more. It's about remembering what's already there. Thank you for being with me here today. Wishing you a beautiful day, night ahead. And remember, the divine is not something that's above you. It's something that's within you. You are the dreamer awakening within the dream. Aham Bhairava.